Welcome all to Ope, Legends of Raspia, the comedy fiction fantasy real play role-playing podcast with its own unique game, which is designed for anyone to pick up and play. So, pull up a chair, let down your hair, spend a few talks with the old Bard Fox. This is part 4, the finale of Boots and Dunes arc. Last week, our heroes began traversing the desert for the home of the Sleepy Boba. Plans were made. Let's see if they work, or if they even follow them this week on Ope, Legends of Raspia.
You guys are currently walking north toward this mound that stands taller and frankly alone along the horizon.
Does it seem lonely?
Backed by distant stars. It's self, it's an independent, we'll say. Perhaps not a lonely dune. It's an independent dune.
Is it strong? Is it strong and independent? I respect that dune.
Is it in the family?
Yes.
How does it identify? Is it a miss?
That you'll have to ask the dune. However, it is clear that it don't need no man.
Get it.
All right, well, I'm going to start running forward towards the dune.
Well, then shoot, I guess I'm running towards the left flank there if I can find some high ground over there.
Okay, Mr. Natural One.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to also go find some high ground with my co-sheriffs.
The only high ground is in front of you, Xan Hazard.
All right, well, I'm going to just run away from these people, then it's fine. I'm just going to go find somewhere else that's not near them to shoot stuff by.
Okay. So we'll say you're going off to the northeast. Mimsee, where are you going to place yourself?
I am to the right of Feaubear Dongodiere. I have my sword drawn. I am at the ready.
Handsome. Go ahead and take one advantage for go bank one advantage. There you go.
Do I have all of those banked advantages from before?
Yes, unless you have used them, they will continue to bank. However, you have to use them all as one.
I love that.
I'm running straight down the middle. I'm gonna try to take big, loud steps. I guess loud would be not loud. Giant steps. Call me John Coltrane.
Chester, it's so lovely.
Last one. Give me 4 more and I'll take 5.
Xan, you are off to the east. Cohn, Jahn'Dee, you are off to the west. Feaubear Dongodiere, you're going straight up the piste.
As they say.
This dune is 50 stretch across at its base. So you guys are you are going to be separating by a good amount.
How many stretch would that be?
So from Xan and Thumb to Cohn Jahn'Dee is 50 stretch.
Okay.
They are going to be on opposite sides of the dune. That is, in essence, Xan and Thumb went to the right, Cohn Jahn'Dee went to the left. So where do you want to be? I've got Feaubear headed right north, just straight up the dune. He was going to be the distraction. Do you want to go on the side with Xan and Thumb, or do you want to go with Cohn Jahn'Dee?
I am the third option there. I am going up the other side. I'm going to be the equivalent distance from Feaubear, but on the other side.
Go ahead and give me an agility test, Mimsee, just to make sure because you have a kind of double to go, so I want to make sure you can get up that way. 13. The fleet of foot has not failed you. Let's go ahead and establish our combat turn order ahead of time. This is going to be a little bit unprecedented. I'll explain as we go. So everyone just go ahead and roll a naked roll for the combat turn.
19.
4.
19 for Mimsee.
10.
So we've got the world that rolled a 20.
Yowzer.
Everybody, all of a sudden, like snakes through the sand, these tendrils dart toward it. We're each going to deal with your attacks as your turns come up. So we're just going to jump straight to Cohn Jahn'Dee, and that way we don't have to just have result dumps and what have you.
Sounds good.
So
I was gonna wipe after a result dump, but this way's good too.
yeah. So your incoming attack is
With my leather foot wraps, it's a 29 to agilitize out of the way.
ooh, whack! You are just barely able to get out of the way as this single, almost kind of a gray noodle fires out at you, and at the tip of it coming towards you, it splits into two subtendrils. They have kind of whiskers that flex at the ends of them, and they were trying to grab you. Congratulations on your success in not getting thatted. Let's go ahead and go to your turn now.
Well, now I guess I would take a shot at said tendril.
That will be, what are you shooting with? Oh, with your crossbow?
Yep, just the regular arrows, not the 3 that I made, so it'll just be 25 venom.
Alrighty, that would be a dexterity. Go ahead and throw them bones. Roll
6.
You split this fucking thing, and miraculously, it sprouts a second it. You will now have 2 of them coming at you, which will act as 2 enemies.
I will retreat as far as I can and stretch towards the group since I've already engaged here, and just trying to get some distance before its next strike, since it would be 2 instead of 1.
And do an agility to see if you are able to.
Well, that's the whole entire 5 right there.
It is able to keep up with you as you attempt to back away, so it is still within your immediate distance. That will do it for your 2 actions, and that'll bring us to Sir Mimsee. You can hear the sounds of combat coming from your right, but it is blocked off by the massive dune before you. You have gone around the backside. You have an incoming attack. Go ahead and roll a defense test for a medley.
Would it be a block?
Yes, you can block this.
Okay. 27 to block.
All right, dude. I'm gonna bring my microphone close to my dice so the listeners can hear that I did roll a 20. That is my 3rd.
But what is the modifier?
No, it doesn't matter. Here in Legends of Raspia, 20s is 20s. Unfortuna, you are currently being grappled. This move is called the Grap and Sap. So it does 25 SPD, and you will lose that from your pools. And you are also grappled, which means you will have to do a brawn test. You have to pass a brawn test before you can take any physical actions. So to move, to attack, physical actions are pretty self-explanatory.
I will attempt a brawn check to see if I can break free.
Alrighty.
And I super probably failed with a 6. 7 is my final answer.
You got a 19 for those of you keeping track. Oh, that's just without mad piles.
And then for his second action, he's going to scream out, "They've got me! Assistance! Hazard!" and roll another check to break out for a 9.
Did he just call you an assistant, Xan Hazard?
Yeah, I'm pretty offended. I'm gonna just let him drown in this.
I think he called us all assistants.
Well, I got a 2. So, excuse me, nat 2, just for those keeping track at home, as I said. And unfortunately, with Sleepy Boba's bad pie,
They've got me.
yes,
Please.
they've got you.
Anyone.
So that is, unfortunately, through the rumble of the ground shifting below you, either they can't hear you or they're being bastards. I don't know.
Let's do column A, column B.
It's the only time I'm ever gonna agree with Phobo.
Well, that is good, as it is your turn to either agree or disagree. However, we are going to do your defense roll. You have an incoming medley attack.
I'm gonna get all Dodgerini on it. It's gonna be a good time.
One of my favorite Roonies to get.
So with my +10, with my feather foot wraps, whatever. The thing's on my feet. That's a 28. Nope, that's 29 because I ate a Laredo. Ha! Drugs. All right.
Ain't wrong.
Thank you.
29 is unfortunately not a success. I got a total of 30.
Well, whatever.
So you are grabbed and sapped as well. So you are currently grappled.
She's sappled.
You also lose 25 skill points. She is grappled and sappled.
There's not a whole lot else I can do, so I'm gonna do the brawn.
Go ahead and roll them bronze bones.
19.
Unfortunately, not a success. It is able to keep you in its clutches, all wrangled around you.
All right.
You have a second action.
Wait, Foam is with me. Foam! Oh, wait, can I use Foam?
Yes. So that will be an influence test as you call to Foam to rip these hydrandrils off.
So that would be an unnatural 20 with my stims and the fact that all my Lantarian extra skills would end in influence.
So he is able to loosen the grip. You will have +5 advantage to your next attempt to get out, be it you or him trying to get you out. However, it is not a success just yet. Sleepy Boba's grip is of legend for a reason. We go now to Feaubear, committer of treason, to do his defense test.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna use small target. 34.
Hold on, let me see here. Carry the... Yeah, I got a 1. So all of you feel the tendrils release as they suck underneath the ground miraculously, as Sleepy Boba takes a moment to gather themselves. As we go to Feaubear's 2 actions.
That was a successful dodge, clearly. I would like to do Sting Like a Bee, which is post-successful dodge, attacking target takes 15 DET.
That happens because it is a post. There is no test necessary. And you sever the tip of, you sever the tendril. And it falls to the sand, wriggling and twitching.
Hell yeah.
You got yourself a pet. Sorry, I'll go back.
Can I examine that tendril a little closerly?
Yes, so for your first action, you are going to examine this. Posts do not count as action.
4.
It's all like a green.
Cool. Very cool. I'd like to take a closer look, really put my eye up in there.
I see. You want to really look at it. Go ahead and give it a fucking toss.
Get right up in there.
This one is a 14.
When it fucking pains, it roars. That is another 1 on my end.
Woo!
So you know that this thing is in the process of regenerating its double heads. So
just like my grandpappy.
That is a matter of time before that happens. Yes, it is a new head, 2 head situation. And so that is going to be in a matter of time. It will have emerged, which is to say by your next turn on your successful perception. As we go to the world's turn, having used your 2 actions, let's go ahead and do a world turn perception toss.
Mimsee got an 18.
21.
A natural 20.
I got a natural 1.
Oh, dang. And then you kind of look up at the moon, Feaubear, and it's just like, that's a crazy moon. I wonder if my grandpa's 2 heads are looking up at the same moon.
What other moon would they be looking up at, though?
That's a damn good point. Anyway, your subconscious out. So, Xan and Fum and also Mimsee. You guys you've all been freed, obviously, of the clutches of Sleepy Boba.
You're welcome.
However, 2 things. You notice that in the far east of the dune, when that 1 hit and all of those tendrils sucked back underneath the sands, there was a shift that moved veritably the dune itself. It did not pass your perception. So table talk will cost an action. So in a matter of time, you guys will face another series of attacks. However, this time the recoiling is still taking place. In this case, if you all choose to, you can use this next round to, in essence, hightail it back to the Oilin Mound and kind of recoup. Get a couple, get more followers, do some side quests to get more weapons. Not for nothing, but if marauding was the way to take care of it, it's likely that the sand pirates would have marauded their way straight through old Sleepy Boba. That being said, your actions are your own, and you have an open table. Cohn, Jahn'Dee, let's start with you. You were getting into something.
Saying definitely we need to get off this here mound. Seems unsafe, but if anything, maybe out of town as well.
Yeah, I second that. Considering, I like being alive and all that entails.
Yeah, that's usually the kicker.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I vote we go buy a Grifa or something. I don't know, just not be here. Let's go start a bike shop. I don't know. Let's leave.
And with that, with our heroes on their way back to safety, sanctuary, and restructuring, we leave you, listeners, with this thought. It's whatever one you had before I said that. Thank you for joining us here on Hope, Legends of Raspia. Hey, everyone, just say it with me real quick. Oh, Legends of Raspia! Woo!
Ope, Legends of Raspia is brought to you by Bardfox. O-Lore and the game Legends of Raspia is created and produced by Han Blackheart and Rik Tahee. Sheriff Xan Hazard Hawthorn is played by Xanthe Blackheart. You can find her on Instagram at SteamFace95. Sir Mimsee, the Extorian, is played by Tim Towne. Check out his Insta at mimic_Q, MIMIC_QUE. Cohn Jahn'Dee is played by Baen D. Follow him on Instagram at HitsThingsForFun and his band Ideas at Ideas Music. Feaubear Dongodiere is played by Rik Tahee. You can find him on Twitter at Riko Tahee, RIKO, and Instagram at faux.diddly. Story, music, game moderation, and all other characters are played by Han Blackheart. Find him on Instagram and Twitter at JippoFox, and check out his music at jippofox.bandcamp.com. Editing and mixing by Rik Tahee. Artwork by Xanthe Blackheart. Find more Raspian content on Bardfox's Instagram, SoundCloud, and YouTube channel. Thank you as always for listening. We'll return next week with a new arc that will shock you, complete objectives, and... Oh wait, that's for a different podcast. Looks like it's gonna be more puns and character development. Well, in the meantime, good luck back there on Earth.